We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt. And how are you guys doing? I hope you guys had an amazing week and you're amazing last week, and you're definitely gonna have an amazing this week. And yeah, so how was my week this week? My week was cool. I went to go see my parents. I spent the night over there actually because my mom had like a little eye surgery. I don't know if I'm telling her business, but whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll just stay over there with her for a while. Then I went to go see my friend Jamel, and she cooked me some dinner. She cooked me some lemon pepper salmon, some rice and peas, some vegetables. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And we was just chatting it up. It was a good time. And after this, I'm going to my friend Keisha's event. You probably know her, Keisha Charmaine. She was on the pod. It's like a hair show. It's called Locknificent. So yeah, she's on Instagram, Keisha Charmaine. So that's in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn. And I went to, remember like a couple of, I was gonna say weeks ago, that's cap, maybe months ago, I went to another hair show, but I like missed the show. So I gotta make sure I'm on time today. Okay? Which I won't be late because I already got my makeup on. All I gotta do, I don't think I'm gonna wear this shirt. I'll see. But anyway, that's not the type of conversation. So after this, I'm doing that. So I had a pretty action-packed week, if you ask me. Oh my gosh, it's like a little bit hot in here, but not hot in here because you know how like the weather is like kind of transitioning to fall, and obviously I can't have the AC on while I'm filming, so whatever. But yeah, that was my week. Pretty fun filled, I guess you could say. I had a pretty action-packed weekend. Next week I'm going to LA for a wedding. I think I brought this up, but it's just crazy because it just came so fast. Like today I realized like, oh my gosh, I'm going to LA this week. I haven't packed. It's not a long trip. We'll be there like for literally like a day, but you know, it's just like, oh shit, like okay, like that type of thing, you know, because it's like I remember when me and my cousin was talking about it, and it was like, I think it was like July we were talking about it, or maybe even before that. I don't even know. I don't remember distinctively. I remember she told me Chris was having a wedding, but it's just like, holy smokes, like the hell. So I gotta catch a flight this weekend. I'm still have Britt up. What else? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much, nothing crazy. And what else? Yeah, nothing else crazy happened this weekend. I had some Taco Bell. I was craving Taco Bell. My stomach hurt a little bit. I swear, like it hurt just a tad. But anyway, moving on. Let's see what's going on in Scuttlebutt. I ain't really seen nothing I cared about this week, to be honest. So I'll just talk about some things. Insecure is coming back. I don't know if you guys watch Insecure. Everybody should know what Insecure is. I mean, come on, it's Issa Rae's show on HBO. Let me get my facts straight because I think it's coming back October 16th. Don't quote me just yet. Insecure HBO. Copy. Oh, it's coming back October 24th. Okay, whatever. So it comes back October 24th. Very excited. Interested to see what's gonna happen next. I can't believe it's the final season, but you know, maybe Issa Rae has some other things stored for us. You know, shows can't drag on but so long. It would have been nice to have maybe 7 or 8 seasons, but I get it. You know, once the cast gets kind of older, people I guess lose interest. I don't know, not me per se. It depends on what the show plot is about, and I guess it's about, you know, life and your experiences and getting older and dating and marriage and kids and blah blah blah. So it's like you gotta be mindful if that's what your audience wants to see, because sometimes, you know, we like the show because we like to see the dating. We like to see the marriage, the kids, and then the next thing you know, I'm dating this guy and then he gets another girl pregnant. We want to see that. But at the same token, sometimes those things change, and then maybe after they change and things start getting a little more boring, you're like, this show's kind of whack. So I guess that's why. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, that's coming back. I saw that. Well, this been going on, but it's just that the trailer came out this week or last week. I think it came out. And I was just like, oh my God. Insecure is back. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. Britney Spears conservatorship, I might say this wrong, it's over. Her father is no longer on it. I am the biggest Britney Spears fan. Like, anybody who know me know I love Britney Spears growing up. That is like, I don't even want to call my guilty pleasure because I just feel like Britney Spears is iconic. That's nothing to be guilty about. But I guess it's just weird because I'm a black girl and I love Britney Spears. Like, I love her. Like, one of my biggest regrets is not seeing her in concert, like, before all this drama. Like, I always wanted to see Britney Spears in concert, but I'm just happy she's not dealing with that no more. I ain't gonna front though. I'm gonna be honest. I've been on her Instagram. She be looking a little shaky. She be doing some weirdo shit. But my thing is though, is that she should be a weirdo in peace. Nobody should be trying to control her. Whether she's like, if they feel like she needs help, they shouldn't have to control her money and her finances, all that for that. You could just go get her help or just be there, be around her, be a support system, like help her. That doesn't have to be where you're just in so much control over her. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go through shit every day and they don't just all of a sudden run your bank accounts and run your businesses and run your fucking life. Like, just come over, talk to me, check on me, call me, text me, you know, whatever. Like, make sure I'm eating. Like, you don't have to control my life. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, she do seem like she's still a little off. But you could be a little off and motherfuckers is not controlling your funds. Like, what the fuck? So, anyway, happy that that's going on. So, last but not least, what I wanted to talk about was Willow and Jada talking about BBLs. I was mad surprised that Willow said she wanted to get a little BBL. Not you know, because I thought she was one of those thin girls who just like being thin, you know. Well, not like being thin, but you know how you just naturally thin and you just kind of just go with it, you know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes too it's good for those for like a Willow or Jada. I'm sorry, I'm not too surprised Jada probably thought about it, you know, that they would speak up on something like that. The BBL culture is crazy right now. That's a different conversation for a different day. Seriously, we're gonna have a episode on that. But yeah, it was just good to hear, you know. Willow was like, I want a little something something. I was like, okay sis. Okay sis. So I was like, okay, cool. It's a lot going on with the BBL culture, and let's just, I mean, first of all, BBLs have been dangerous. They used to be even more dangerous because back in the day it wasn't, they weren't doing like fat transfers. I think you had to like get something put in your booty to get it big, and there's so many, you know, when you play around with your body, period, any type of surgery, you know, it's gonna always be some type of danger to it, you know what I'm saying? That's for any surgery. But BBL, you playing with a lot of things. You're pulling out fat, you're putting it, then you're putting it somewhere else, and then you're lifting up skin, and then you're lifting this up, and it's like you're doing a lot in one thing, in one sitting. I don't know if they do everything in one day. I think so, like the 360s and stuff like that. So it's a lot on one's body, you know. Our bodies are strong. God has created us so beautifully, but you know, I think it is something for everybody to, you know, think about. And I get it, you know, I get it all the time. Like, I'm over here stressing over my body. I never crave the BBL because I just don't like surgery. But I get it. Sometimes I'll look at a BBL, like, when I want to get rid of my stomach, like, damn, maybe I should just do it. You feel me? Like, just to get it out the way. But you gotta upkeep all that stuff, so it ain't that easy. You feel me? But that's what happened to Scuttlebug. I ain't really seen nothing too much with these celebs, and they've been behaving this week, as I say. But what are we talking about this week? This week we're gonna be talking about when is it time to end it. I don't know if we talked about this. I know I've talked about when is it time to break up. Damn sure. I talk about getting committed, being afraid of being committed, but I never talk about leaving. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it's hard. It's a hard game. I feel like actually, like, the more that I sit and think about the topic, I'm like, this topic is so broad because there's so many different reasons and ways and whys you should leave a person. It could be tens of thousands of things, but ultimately, you know, you have the final say on when you should leave. So, you know, for most topics, what do we like to do? Expand our minds. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. So, I was kind of like stuck between the two. So I decided to pick an article on Cosmopolitan.com because you know Cosmopolitan. And this is when to break up and end a long-term relationship. Oh no. Who is this written by? Let me go to the end. All of these, like most topics I read, do give you a 1, 2, 3 setup, which is cool. I'm pretty sure it's quite more of an easy read. For some reason, I'm surprised. There's no there's no writer for this article. So moving on. So it's titled When to Break Up and End a Long-Term Relationship. It starts off saying it can be hard to know when to break up with someone and when to end a long-term relationship. Maybe they cheat on you or you cheat on them and that's just it. But deciding to break up can also be really bloody difficult sometimes. Not bloody. Is this UK? Anyway, especially if they haven't done anything particularly awful. And it's more that you're just not 100% happy, and even after you've tried everything to make it work, you can still have that feeling of uncertainty and doubt. So how are you meant to know when to break up from a long-term relationship? So it says, we could just break it down. 1, I need a partner, not a child. When I looked at him, see, all right, even with this first one, I need a partner, not a child. That's why at first I'm like, this is an easy topic, but I'm like, it's mad reasons why you could want to leave somebody. Like, I think a lot of times we like to really put the idea on just cheating, like, oh, once he cheat, leave him. Like, no, it be dead ass mad reasons to leave a person. Like I could think of like mad reasons. So it's all a preference thing, but let's get into it. When I looked at him one day and I realized like I liked it better when he wasn't there, because I wasn't stressed out about his mental and physical health, something he never took personal responsibility for. A child, I need a partner, not a child older than me. I needed someone I was attracted to spiritually, sexually, and emotionally, and I just didn't feel that way about him anymore. He's not a bad guy. He just wouldn't and couldn't get his shit together. And after 4.5 years together, I just wasn't about resigning myself to being a caretaker at 24. So that's the thing too, is like, especially with men, I don't know with women, but I know I'm pretty sure it happens, but with men, a lot of times, you know, their mothers, you know, they grow up and they might be a mama's boy. Mothers love their son and raise their daughters, and sometimes they're not equipped to really learn to go to the doctor, take care of yourself. I mean, this could be debatable, but as a woman, you do really have to take care of yourself in such a unique way than a man. Like, I feel like, cause you got that vagina, honey, and I don't know, maybe it's just cause I'm a woman. I just feel like we just feel the need to take care of ourselves and our bodies. Like, we're taught that. You're taught that, right? Like, too, even like, take care of your body. Like, take care of you. Like, go to the damn doctor, bitch. Like, if your coochie stank, go to the doctor. Like, you just taught to, like, clean, bathe, like, wash, do your nails, do your hair. Like, you're naturally born and raised to kind of learn to take care of yourself. And men, not so much. Like, so one thing about it too is, like, for me, I get like that too. Like, I be telling for me, like, I'm not scheduling, you know, doctor's appointment. And I understand that, like, oh, that's what the wife should do. But it's like, that's not easy to do. If something's wrong with your eyes, something's wrong with your nose, something, you should already be like, yo, I need to go to the fucking doctor and go. Like, and I get why this is all a preference thing, because for a woman, I get it. When we feel sick or something is wrong with us, we're not about to go up to our husband and say, can you schedule me a doctor's appointment? So we just feel like they should do the same, which is true, especially with your health. Like, I would like if you tell me, but also behind that, when you say, look, I'm not feeling well, I schedule a doctor's appointment for me on Wednesday. Don't just say I'm not feeling well. Like, nigga, if you're not feeling well, go schedule a fucking doctor's appointment. Like, what the fuck? So it can be annoying, especially when you're used to taking care of yourself. Like, especially if you're somebody who's commonly single, right? Like me, I wasn't somebody who always had to be in a relationship. So for me, I was so used to just taking care of me. It's weird to see a person who doesn't want to go to the doctor or like take care of themselves. It's weird for us. It's weird to that's such a big transition for any woman, any person. Is just like, what the fuck? You, like, I'm confused. So I could see how some people are like that. For some people, that's a deal breaker. Like, just having to just take, that's a lot. That shit is draining. I'm not gonna fucking hold you. Yes. Like, having to cook, having to clean, having to do this, having to do X, Y, motherfuckers, E, bitch. And then the thing that be funny is, like, if I leave, who the fuck gonna do it? Yeah, you can probably find another bitch that's gonna do it, but, and shit, maybe you can find one quick. But it's just like, I'd rather just deal with my own shit sometimes. I be saying that, like, I'd rather just deal with my bullshit. But, you know. And these things are preference based, because I know how for some women this is minuscule shit. Like, this shit will make a woman go ha 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 ha. That's why you want to leave your nigga. Like, for some people, that's why I'm saying when it comes to this topic, it's very, very broad. People want to leave people for a variety of different things, you know, even cheating. Some women won't leave after cheating or something like that, but we'll dig deep into that. But yeah, if he's becoming a child, bitch, or even girls could become a child too, bitch. I understand, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's like, once again, how we're raised. I personally like to be taken care of. Like, I'll take care of the house, you can take care of me. That's what I would prefer. I ain't gonna front. But I know for some men, if both of y'all don't really have it like that, and he feel like he gotta like kind of keep up with you, now you kind of becoming somebody he gotta take care of, and he can't afford it, you know. And not to what men, if you feel like you gotta take care of somebody financially, a woman financially, that woman's not for you. Like, some of these niggas be one of these girls that's high city, up, and y'all can't even keep up with a bitch like that. Like, let's be honest. Or keep it a buck, some niggas can't even keep up with a relationship, period. Like, so at some point, you need to say, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I can't afford a relationship. Some of y'all niggas cannot even afford to be in a relationship even with a bitch that don't ask for much. Okay, so let's be honest. And that's also too having to be a caretaker, when you have to constantly take care of somebody financially and you're not fully committed to them. For me, like, y'all not married and you gotta constantly, like, I don't know, I hear stories, everything is so preferent. I'm not trying to be politically correct, I swear, like, because I know y'all probably like, oh, Brittany's just trying to clean up her statements. I'm not. I really do feel like shit is really, like, depending on who you are, like, what you don't give a fuck about. Some people got money, so they're like, I don't really care if a girl or guy asks me to do XYZ for them. But what I do care about is if you cheat on me, right? But what I do care about is, you know, like, everybody is a little different and they be dead ass. So let's see what the second one is. Number 2, my needs come last. When we were in the home buying process, and all of all of my home needs and wants kept being suspended by theirs, I negotiated for a compromise over and over, but was dismissed every time. I realized my needs in both in a home and in the overall relationship come dead last. Things unraveled from there. Interesting. So I'm only saying interesting because I feel like in a home buying process, it's always that one person who's mad extra. Like, it's usually the girl. Yes, it is. So it's like weird that this is a topic, but we don't know what type of relationship this is. So it could be a girl, it could be a guy, we don't know. But that is true too. Like, if you feel like you always gotta stop what you gotta do. Like, if you're supposed to go out today, but all of a sudden some shit pop up. If you find like you want to go out tonight and all of a sudden he needs something all at the last minute, now you gotta stop your show for his ass or her ass, then you always feel like your needs is coming last. Like, when you say you want to do something, it's like, I don't want to do that because we got to do this is more important. Yeah, then that type of shit is annoying too. Like, if you feel like you always come last, your choice is always last. Like, whatever you want to do is whatever. Like, fuck you. Like, whatever. That could be a deal breaker, honestly, because then your relationship revolves around that one person. A relationship is a partnership. It's two people. So it should just be, each of y'all should be able to get y'all way sometimes. Obviously, I mean, I agree on everything, but if your stuff is always coming last, then that shit don't make no fucking sense. And that is giving controlling. All right, number 3, my gut said he wasn't it. Okay, I've heard this. I have been dating a really great guy for years, and over the course of some months realized he wasn't who I pictured growing old with, and that all there was to it, we got along great. But we were still pretty young, and I didn't feel in my gut like he was it. There was something missing that I couldn't put words to. Even though we had, by all accounts, a healthy and happy dynamic for the most part, it made the breakup so much worse because he didn't understand why I felt this way. I wish I could have pointed to something he did or something about him that showed me things were wrong, but I couldn't. It sucks because nobody had ever told me that sometimes there isn't necessarily a catalyst or a specific thing that makes you realize things aren't right. So I felt and still feel really guilty that I couldn't give him a better explanation or some sense of closure. Sometimes it's just not right. This one is sucky. It's not nice. But hey, if you really with somebody and you just don't feel like y'all click, then bitch, leave. Man, leave. Everybody leave. But you know, I personally that when I was younger, I was like dating somebody and I'm like, yo, me and this person not gonna be together. Like, I don't want to be with him. Like, well, actually there was some red flags for me. Actually, I'm lying. Like, certain stuff I just wasn't feeling. Like, so actually I have never been in a situation like that where the guy was extremely perfect and I just felt like but we're not meant to be. No, I've never anybody I've left, it was red flaggy. It was very like something about them I didn't like. I never ever felt like, no, but I know it can happen. I've heard stories like that. Like you're like, oh, he was good, he was ready for marriage and kids and shit, but I just didn't like him. I wasn't attracted to him. I wasn't sexually attracted to him. And that happens too, especially now. A lot of us chase marriage and kids, so then once we find a guy that's kind of like in that lane, even though we might not be fully attracted to them or like them, we kind of jump on it. And it's like, you don't even like this nigga, y'all don't even connect, y'all don't even align. So I think too, I don't know her story or his story, whoever wrote that passage, but I feel like y'all motherfuckers be knowing. Like, let's be honest. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you told me you started dating this nigga. You just, in the beginning, you was attracted to him. Now you're not attracted to him no more. Or you was attracted to him, and then over the course of time, he started doing unattractive shit. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all believe that you could just gradually become unattracted to somebody for no reason? No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. You can't pay me to believe that. I don't believe it. No, I believe that when you become attracted to somebody, when you just not feeling somebody, you have reasonings behind that. It's not like oh my God, you're just so perfect. It's just, I just don't want to be with you. Like, no, bitch. You know what it is. Like, people be ghosting people and saying, it's not you, it's me. Like, bitch, no, what is it? Like, I don't know. I just don't believe that. I believe that people, when you leave somebody, you know exactly why you leaving them. Like, over time, you might not like the way they eat. You might not like the way they smell. You might not like their job. You might not like how they live. It could be anything when you with somebody. You just like, You might not like the way they take care of themselves. It's just over time, it's just certain shit become unattractive. You might not like that they answer their text messages late, their phone calls, or like, and just over time you're like, this shit kind of annoying, my nigga. Or maybe the shit they like, you might not like the things they interested in. It's just start getting annoying. So I don't believe Halil's story. Let's just put it that way. Or his story, whoever wrote that passage. I've heard stuff like that. But I feel like from day one, or maybe fucking month one, you knew like, this ain't it. And you just dragged it on because you felt like maybe it was it. That's just my opinion. So I don't know about that one. I didn't miss him when I was away. I think on some level I always knew, but I was still young and worried about the idea of being single. So I stuck with it. Crunch time came when I went away for the summer and basically just didn't miss him at all. Spent a lot of time reflecting on things away from everything familiar with a group of people I became very close friends with. Broke up with him on my return. I don't regret it as such. And I firmly believe if I had chosen a different path, aka not being with him or breaking up sooner, certain wonderful events in my life wouldn't have then happened the way they did. But I do kind of look back and think, what the fuck was I thinking, you know? I didn't miss him when I was away. I feel like it depends. Like, if y'all left on some... Oh, no, that's not true. Because if I go on vacation, and even if I was mad before I left on vacation, for some reason that distance brings us closer. Okay, so maybe... I mean, that could be a good... You go away and you're like, I don't even give a fuck about that nigga. Especially if you start looking at other men like... Oh, bitch. Like... I guess I could see that. Because because usually a lot of people go on vacation when they arguing with their significant other just to like clear their mind and shit. And then when they go away, they realize like, oh shit, I miss this person type shit. So yeah, I think it is a little odd if you go away and you don't miss the person. Like, yeah. I think it depends though, because I hear some stories about like people with a husband and kids. They go on vacation, they don't miss their fucking husband and they fucking kids, bitch. Because, you know, it's a lot. The house is a lot. You're going on vacation. You're going on vacation to escape. Like, so that's why I'm like, in a, like, I don't know the word I'm trying to think of. But, like, I'm stuck in between the two. Because I know some people who dead just be like, I ain't miss their asses at all. Like, I ain't miss my kids. I ain't miss my husband. All they asses be getting on my nerves. And it's not because you don't love them. It's just that you on a getaway. You're escaping from your regular life. Like, you're escaping. You're fucking seeing trees, palm trees. Bitch, if you go on a winter vacation, you see the snow, the mountains, wherever you decide to go, you're finally away from life. Like, so it's not that you don't miss him or your kids. It's just that you just feel like you're escaping. And I think that's a healthy way to escape, because some people escape by cheating, right? You know, people like to have side partners because they want to get an escape from their real life, when you could just go book a fucking flight, bitch. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretend you live in fucking Jamaica, bitch. Pretend you live in Miami. Pretend you live in Cali. Wells. Pretend you live in the Bahamas, the Maldives. Like, why you gotta really embark on your fucking feelings and fuck somebody else when you could just book a flight? I'm just saying. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if she mean like she dead didn't miss them, like she dead was like, my nigga, when I get back home, it's a dub for my man, and my kids, when I go home, they're clipped, or it's a dub for my man, like he's a dub. that's different. But if you went there and you didn't think about their ass, you know, you didn't think about your man, you was just thinking about you, and you was just flourishing. But when you got home, you was like, hello, hello, hello. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you was on some time like, yo, when I get back home, it's done. I don't like him. He's a rizat. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you was on that type of time, yeah, then that's questionable, bitch. That's questionable. Yeah. You need to have a conversation, because I don't see that correlating with each other, bitch. No, no, no. I don't see that. Let me see. It was all too serious. I broke up with my first real boyfriend because he made a comment about buying me a necklace for my 18th birthday. It was a semi-expensive but very expensive for a 16 and 19-year-old necklace that we saw window shopping. He said he would save up and buy it for me for my 18th. I remember stuttering something about how he was planning to go to university the next academic year. He responded that he was going to the local university because I would be doing A-levels, and he obviously was going to stay around for me. The realization that he was apparently basing such big life decisions around me and was so serious, it made me feel like I was going to throw up. Okay, love that. They're young. She said this happened at 17, 18, 19. That's because you're young. So that I get. Yes, at a young age, you're like, fuck, you're not going to the college because of me. Like, what else could you miss out possibly because of me? We only fucking 18, 19, 20. Like, it's so much more to life. Like, I don't want you missing out on your college years and your 20s because of my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but as an adult, your partner should be making, if he's really wants to commit to you and be with you fully, yeah, you should be making some big ass life decisions based around each other. Even, like, maybe not big, especially if you're married, that's a different conversation, but I don't see nothing wrong with that. But yeah, at 18, 19, 20, that's a bit much, because relationships are so sticky that you never know, like, and then you do feel like you wasted a couple of years of your life, you know, especially your 20s, bitch. Imagine. Or 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I mean, you could learn so much from a relationship, though. But I don't know. I feel like everything is meant to be. Like, life is a journey. Everything happens for a reason. So nothing is too regretful, but I get it. And I think that this person is kind, actually, for, you know, saying, or mature. That takes a lot of maturity, too. To say at that age when you're in a relationship, like, this is too much, like, we're about to go to college, like, you're up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a level of maturity. Like, you have different maturity levels: 18, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Like, you reach certain different maturity levels, and I think that this person was at a great maturity level for their age, and I agree. 18, 19 is all too serious. Like she said, it was too much. Let's see the next one. I didn't want to be with only him for the rest of my life. Well, I mean, like, if you know you, but this is the thing. This is my only thing with that. Is just like, those are things you should know offhand. Like it's giving me very much dragging on a relationship. Very much wasting people's time. Like, I don't know. I have never been in a situation like that. But, you know, I guess you could be in a relationship or something and eventually, like, change your mind, I guess. Sorry, guys. And eventually, I don't know. If they do something, you say, I don't want to be spending the rest of my life with you, fine. But if you just randomly come up with that, like, let me see what she said. Yeah, let me give her a chance. When he told me that he only wanted to be with me for the rest of his life, and I honestly felt sick and panicky at the thought of that. We were just too incompatible to continue to work on our relationship and move forward. Shit happens, bitch. I don't know. He saw me as an adversary That's a bit mean. Okay, let's see what's going on. I was having an argument with my ex. I don't even remember what it was all about now. And I said, it's not about winning. It's about us understanding each other and working it out. And he just looked at me in the utter disbelief and said, of course it's about winning. It really hit me why we struggled so often. I saw us as a team and he saw me as an adversary. It's not about winning. It's about us understanding each other and working it out. And he just said, of course it's about us winning. It's given very much. They was just on two different alignments. Like, I feel like she's saying it's about us understanding each other and working it out. If y'all work it out, y'all gonna win. But I think I don't know. I don't understand this one too much. I feel like they both on the same page, but they just wording it differently. Is that just me? When I think of adversary, let me Google adversary because I'm thinking my meaning is completely different or something. I'm thinking, I thought that means she was a struggle, a problem. Yeah, okay. One's opponent in a contest, a conflict, or dispute. Was he competing with her? Of course it's about winning. Oh, okay. I misinterpreted. So when they would argue, he would want to win the argument. I thought the argument was about like how they want to do the relationship. Like she wants to do the relationship as a partnership, and he wants to like all it was about is winning. It doesn't matter how to get it done. I don't know. I don't know why I read it that way, but yeah, if your nigga in a competition with you or you in a competition with your spouse, bitch, that's too much. Like, we not doing that. You already got to deal with too damn much on a day-to-day basis, bitch. Like, we not doing that. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, that's a big fucking clip that nigga off. Like, why are you competing with me? The fuck? Stop. I didn't want his kids. Oh, God. When I had a thought that I wouldn't want him to be the father of my future children, that's all it say, bitch. You don't say no more than that. I mean, hey, you shouldn't be fucking no nigga you don't want to have kids with. That's a big comment, a big quotation. Period. Like, and that's something you should establish from off rip. Like, if this motherfucker was to get me pregnant today, would I want to keep the baby? Obviously, that's more of an adult-like question, but come on, that's an automatic. That's not, you shouldn't even, to me, you shouldn't sleep with nobody you don't want to have kids with at a certain age. I'm just saying, after like 25, you gotta be mindful of that, bitch. You might get pregnant and you might keep that baby. Let's be honest. Come on now, let's be truthful. Like, you can't just be fucking niggas all wild at that age. Like, come on, come on. Like, come on. Y'all don't agree? Moving on. We weren't that close. When I accepted I no longer enjoyed our time together enough. I liked him as a person and friends still, but we weren't close friends and we weren't compatible to be close friends. That needs to exist in a relationship. IMO. I remember one week I realized I contacted my best friend far more and wanted to see her more than I wanted to see my ex. So you broke up with him because you wanted to hang out with your friend more than you want to hang out with your man? That all this stuff is like very, sometimes your man get on your nerves and you want to be with your friends more than you want to be with him. And then sometimes your friends get on your nerves and then you want to be with your man. And then sometimes everybody get on your motherfucking nerves and you don't want to be nobody. So I don't really, cause bitch, I don't really know. It's like relationships, partnership, whatever the fuck y'all got going on, requires patience. It requires so much strength. It requires love. Is slow. It's patient. But if you could clip somebody on that, a lot of these things, if you really feel that strongly to leave somebody on some of the things that I'm bringing up, then go, bitch. because that means you don't want to be with that person. Some of these things to me are so minuscule. And that's for me. And somebody could be like, if I was you, I'm gonna say my man, like, you, it's just like, that is like, I guess it depends on, and then we don't have full length to these stories. Like, maybe her boyfriend was annoying, maybe he was crazy, maybe he always wanted to play video games, maybe he always wanted to watch weirdo movies and shit. Like, maybe this nigga was a weirdo, big energy. He became possessive. Come on now, we already know. We already know. Some people actually like a possessive guy though. She said, when we started college and I joined the student society, he became very possessive because he didn't like me having a social life outside of my. We can't do that. No. See, we're not doing that. Some people like that. They like having a man that's just like, he don't want me around my friend. He don't want me, like, you be very surprised. But those are automatic. It's sometimes very hard to leave people who are possessive because they have a very narcissistic and manipulative ways of keeping you in relationships. So somebody who's really possessive and really has mental health issues around that, those situations are actually really, really hard to leave. So it's good if you can catch it early. But yeah, you don't want to date nobody possessive, girl. That's a finac. That's a big fact. That's a big no-no. I met someone else, bitch. It's called I cheated. Not I met someone else. I had known for a while but was denying it in order to keep everyone else happy. I didn't fully believe I could do better, but met someone who was what I thought to be so far out of my league. It made me realize that nobody is out of anyone's league that isn't even a real thing, and that I could do better. For my life in so many ways, I didn't cheat on him with this better person, but this other person did in a way help me realize my own self-worth. Bitch, that you gotta tread lightly on, because you might meet somebody and you might just be lustful over this person, and you think you like this person, you think you in love with this person, you think that I like him better than what I got going on. Come to find out, you guys ever, I think it's called 80-20, 90-10, that sometimes, like, especially with men, they'll dead cheat on their wife for that 10% they not getting for their wife when they was getting 90, bitch. Like, so with that, you gotta tread real lightly. And then sometimes too, especially like if you meet somebody at work or something like that, that is another form of escapism. So they're being somebody completely different with you than who they are at home. So if y'all get in a relationship and then you move in with this person, who the fuck he is at work is not who he is when y'all start living together and being together in real life. Like, they're being this, they're looking at you maybe as a diary or whatever. Like, they feel like they could be themselves with you, but they don't feel like they could be with you, and it starts getting really tricky. So with that, that's why I recommend, you know, if you know you're not liking somebody, be single and date. Don't date while you're with someone, because it's all too messy. It's just all messy. Let's be honest. Let me see. It's a lot. All right, I'm gonna only do. See, I don't like that. Okay, when the main reason I'm not ending it is inconvenience. When circumstantial inconveniences such as having to move, split items, decide who gets pets, etc. feel like the main reason I'm not ending it, then that's when it's time. Okay, yeah, like when you feel like, if I leave him, then I gotta find a new place, or like I gotta tell my family, then I'm gonna have to fix the account. Dead ass though. You start thinking about all the reasons why you don't want to leave the person. Is very, very like, this shit stressful, bitch. Like, it's never like, I don't want to leave him because I genuinely love him, we're just having a bad day or whatever. It's, oh, we're gonna have to fix the accounts, then I'm gonna have to pay my own bill. Like, you know, if you start thinking like that, bitch, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. And I just want to talk about too, cheating. Cheating is a deal breaker too. Like, if they're really constantly cheating, they're becoming a chronic cheater, then you could leave. Some people, they go to couples counseling. Some people go to marriage counseling. Some people go to, you know, they seek help from their church. Because sometimes cheating is more of a I don't want to say a mental health issue. Some people would say that, but something that is something deep rooted where they do need professional help to stop doing that. Because look, at the end of the day, they cheat on you, they're gonna get with their next partner, they're gonna cheat. They're gonna get with their next partner, they're gonna cheat. What's happening is you're not really, well, not you, they aren't really fixing the issue of why they want to cheat, right? So that's one way of, like, if you one of those people who believe that you should try to fix your marriage before you leave it, then that's different. So I feel like in some cases, depending on the type of married person you are, some people like, look, you fucked up, it's over. Some people like to fix it. For some people, it's like, as long as I tried. I'm a trier too in general in life. Like, I like to try things. If it fails, it fails. Because then I feel like, damn, I ain't even try. Now I gotta live life with this regret of I didn't even see what could have happened, right? But and that also makes you feel better too when you leave, is when you try to fix things. You know what I'm saying? And it might be easier for you to walk away because you're like, bitch, I done tried the counseling, I done tried to do XYZ, I done tried this, I done tried that, nothing worked, time to go. You got full receipts, bitch, and you can leave in peace. And you can leave in fucking peace when you try sometimes. Like, at least, I mean, I don't know, but I would think if you really, really tried, you should be able to leave your relationship in peace because you tried. It's not like you just gave up. So, hey, common stuff, the disrespect, any violence, all of that is easy 1, 2, 3s for me. Like, some people having side kids, bitch. I don't know. Oh God, Lord Jesus, please don't let him ever do no shit like that to me. A side baby? Oh, bitch, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to leave the city. I'm gonna have to leave the city. I'm gonna have to leave. Oh, Lord Jesus. A baby? No. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I'm gonna kill somebody. Somebody gotta go. I gotta go. Those for me. Some women stay. I hear it all the time. Oh, Lord Jesus, take the patience. Lord Jesus, take. Not me having a full-on prayer moment, because, bitch, that's too much. Now you're doing too much. But these things happen every day, and some women stay. So I don't know. That for me is too big. Weirdo stuff, like finding out about criminal records, like the Nicki Minaj shit, like you was a rapist. I don't know, bitch. I can't stay around no rapist. I'm sorry. Or anything a little too intricate. Like I can't. It's a turn off. Like I can't get wet after that. Like ugh. Like certain shit is just like I can't. I just can't. No. Somebody who's never trying, they're not working hard, like it's just like but some of these things too is stuff you should know from the beginning. You should read from the beginning. Look, ultimately you know when it's time to go, period. Like if your heart and your spirit is telling you to go, you to leave, don't be scared. I know there's a lot of variables in place before you leave too that you have to consider, and you always want to think about. If you got kids, if y'all live together, you got to think about so many things. But let me tell you, you don't want to be stuck in a situation that you don't want to be in. If you're ready to go, go. Just go. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about what people going to say, because, bitch, motherfuckers going to gossip. Everybody got their shit going on. I can talk about this. I doubt motherfuckers to the podcast. But, I had Pete, somebody I went to school with, got married, and I think that they like got divorced in like 2 months. And personally, I was very proud of her. Or I mean, I don't know what happened. I'm being biased, bitch. I thought he probably did something, and she left. And a lot of people wouldn't do that because they're so focused on social media, right? Oh, what are people gonna say? People gonna make fun of me. They're gonna be like, oh, she paid so much money for this wedding, now they're divorced. Fuck all of that, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, you got you. And guess what? Just as fast as I gossiped about it, I moved on from it. You know why? Because I got my own shit. So, hey, people gonna gossip about you for maybe 10, 20 minutes. Your family, maybe a week. Your close friends, maybe a month. Okay? But as it pertains to people on social media and shit, niggas don't give a fuck about you. If you're not a celebrity, if you're not famous, we probably gonna gossip for the day. and then we gonna have to deal with our own shit. This shit, you probably could gossip about us, okay? So at the end of the day, everybody got their own problems, bitch. I got bills to pay. I got dreams. I got goals. I got ideas. We can't even focus on your ass all day. Anybody that's gossiping about you, focusing on your ass all day is somebody you don't need to be worried about. That means they don't have not shit going for themselves. Okay? Because let me tell you one thing about it. I'll gossip, I'll see tea, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's associates, people I went to school with or work with. But one thing about it, am I thinking about that shit all day? No. And I'm pretty sure it's thousands and millions of people like me who are not thinking about shit all day. Like, we'll gossip, but we're not. If you really have your own fucking life, you're not thinking about that shit all day. I'm sorry. You got too much on your plate. There's too much shit on my plate for me to worry about the shit that's going on. Like with somebody else that I'm not even close with. Associates, people on social media. Doesn't make sense. We got too much shit on our plate. Niggas got too much shit on our plate. It could be even small shit. Like, fuck, I gotta cook dinner. I can't even worry about this bitch. What the fuck I'm gonna cook for dinner? Oh, fuck, I gotta do laundry. Look at the laundry. Like, you got so much. It's too much going on. So always keep that in mind too. Like, I think a lot of people think that people think about them all day, making fun of them. And if people making fun of you, okay, and like, it's the way of the world, bitch. We gotta make fun of you. Okay? And then the show must go on. Do what's best for you. Don't fucking pay nobody no motherfucking mind. If you wanna go, you worry about what people gonna say, your family gonna miss your man, your family gonna miss your girl, who give a fuck? Do what's best for you. You only got one life. And this shit is quick as fuck. I can't believe it was October the other day. I just told y'all in the beginning of the episode, I can't believe, oh, the wedding already coming up. Like, it's just like, this life shit is like constantly in rotation, that you don't have time to be stuck in a relationship you don't want to be in. You don't have time to be worried about what people gonna say if you break up with a person. You don't have time to worry about even too if you're in a relationship and people is operating how you move in your relationship. You can't. Just do you. Do you, baby girl. Do you, baby boo. Do you, baby man. Just do you. That's what you can do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode just as much as I did. I hope that, you know, if you want to break up with somebody, you break up with them. I hope to. I think I said some things too that might make you want to stay with a person too if you're thinking about leaving a person for something like kind of small or minuscule. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram _Brittstagram. And if you're streaming, make sure you leave 5 stars and leave a comment. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye.